Hi everyone, welcome to Getting Fit, Staying Fit, and welcome to Lent and our look at and our challenges and how do we change based on the Litany of Penitence in the Book of Common Prayer beginning on page 267. And this week what we're going to challenge ourselves with in getting fit spiritually and staying fit is what are the false judgments that we make towards our neighbors? A lot of times when I jump to false judgment or when I judge others, I'm automatically assuming knowledge of things that I probably don't have, such as knowledge of someone's motivation for why they're doing something. I was taught by a friend many years ago never to assume motivation, and yet I still do. And that judgment, those false judgments of others, usually, again, as we were talking about last week, are based in self, based on my own self-centeredness, where I'm so lost in me that you've done something and I'm going to judge that based on how it affects me, instead of looking at and having a compassionate perspective of, maybe the reason that person is speeding is because they're sick and they need to get home, or there's someone who is in the hospital and they need to get there quickly, or whatever it is, the judgment I make on them, most of the time I'm wrong. And so the corrective behavior for that, the change for that, the spiritual challenge in that is to take a compassionate perspective and instead of assuming motivation, have an open mind and think about maybe what's wrong instead of judging them. Not wrong with them, but what's causing that. So, and that segues right into our uncharitable thoughts towards our neighbors. You may think you have no uncharitable thoughts, but are you only sticking with like-minded people? You know, if you really want to know how charitable or uncharitable your thoughts are, think about people who do not belong to the same political party that you belong to right now and challenge yourself. How charitable are my thoughts, really? And then lastly is our lack of concern for those who come after us. Our care of the ecology. We don't want to recycle. We don't care how our actions affect others. We don't care whether we waste water or whatever it is, because we're not thinking about those who come after us. We're not thinking about our children and our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and our great-great-grandchildren, and what kind of a world are we leaving behind us? And so we don't think about that. So our challenge and our growth in the ways of getting fit are to start to do things that think of them and ask ourselves, is what I'm doing leaving a world worth living in for my children and those who come after me? So those are our challenges for the week. Good luck. Have a good week, everyone. See you next week.